Hello. Now let's go ahead and let's identify how we can create a quick virtual machine within our Azure environment using the CLI. On the right upper corner, click on the CLI and let's go ahead. Let's use the CLI now to be able to perform a series of activities. I'm going to make the text size large and let's start. Please make sure that you have already logged in into the server first. Now within this, we will first go ahead and we will do new AZ resource group and give the name of the resource group. Let me call it the test resource group. All right. And then put in the location. Let me say I wanted to install this in the East US data center. So test resource group is the name of the resource group and East US is the location. It looks like we have successfully installed the test resource group in the East US location. Now let's create a new virtual machine. And for that, I will go ahead and I will do new AZVM. All right, now within this, I will say, so there are a couple of things that we can put in, but let's go back. So first and foremost, the resource group is clear. Then we need to put the name of the virtual machine. Let me call it the test web server. And then let me say location is East US. I need to give the virtual network a name. Let me say test VM net. Okay. Also, I think I need to put the quotes around the test web server. So I will just put my single quotes around the test web server. Let me give the subnet name also. So for the subnet name, I'm going to call it the test subnet. For the security group, let me call it the test security group. For the public IP address, let me call it test public IP address. For the public IP SKU, let me leave it. We don't need it to be, it's not required. Okay. For the open ports, I do need to specify. So this has to be port number 803389. I'm going to leave this out, but I do need to provide the kind of operating system. So for that specifically, I can use an image. All right. So I can use an existing image if I wanted to. So let me go ahead and let me put it over here. So I can put my image and the details of the image are, so I will use the Microsoft Windows Server Windows Server 20, I think it is 2022 Data Center Azure Edition latest. All right, so just to check, Microsoft Windows Server 2022 Data Center Azure Edition, and this is latest. All right, so I will go ahead, I will put in all the details that I need, and I don't think I'll put in the details of the open ports. I'm gonna remove these. I don't need a credential. 3389. So two ports I'm opening. One is port number 80 and one is port number 89. When I press and enter, it is already requiring me to put the credentials. So I need to supply the details of the user. If I do not specify a size, Azure does give me a default size which I can use. All right. And it is saying that new easy, the supplied password must be and specify the cybersecurity contains a lowercase. Okay. All right. Okay. But that's fine. All right. Control characters are not allowed. New easy, the supplied password. Okay. That's fine. If I try it again, let me see. Instructor, let me give a complex password then. Let's wait for it. Okay, so looks like no size was provided, but yes, uh, was provided. So the VM was created with the default size, which is standard D2S V3. All right. And you can use that now to identify these things. How can you also see where the VM is deployed? You can go into the resource group, and in the resource group, you should be able to see the details. So let's go ahead. Let's click on it to check. And we do see the test resource group created over here. In the test resource group further, you can see all the different types of servers. One of the most important things that you see is your virtual machine, which is the test web server, which is created for you. All right. So the test server is actually created for you, which you can view. It also has its own public IP, which can be used. All right. So this is how you would go ahead and create your own virtual machine and then go ahead and use this to be able to install different types of applications.